Phallus 1, standing by. Phallus 2, standing by.
Phallus 3. Hey, you guys feeling a little bit rusty?
Damn it, Carl, focus.
You really gotta drop your skincare routine. I mean, you're so... blue.
I'm going to bed. Call me if the assholes arrive. Oh my god, we have finally done it. I have had it like up to here with this stupid 1 damage modifier with these flippin' Zeffo Temple Guards. Tomb Guards, whatever you want to call them. They're guarding tombs or temples. They're from Zepho. Giant metal. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your boy, Scribe. Hope you guys are having a really good time today. Hope you guys watched my video earlier from doing GAC with no GLs on offense. That was a lot of fun. If you haven't watched it already, do highly recommend it. It's going to be linked up here in the top left corner. Go give it a watch. Do yourself some favor. All right, so today, ladies and gentlemen, we have had the utmost joy of tackling the Zeffo Tomb Guards. And I do have to say one thing that is very tremendous. We finally managed to break through into tier 8, and it took me several attempts and refreshes. I did do both of the refreshes for this because I was so close, and the thing that was holding me back was that really ridiculous 1 damage modifier. So now I've broke into tier 8, I've been able to excel my error levels further. I will show you the footage and the team comp of what I used to get into tier 8 on my own account. Let's go check it out. So this is the team comp that I ended up using. Jedi Knight Luke lead, Mara Jade, Cal Kestis, Mace Windu, and Vandor Chewbacca. These guys at the lone section are error level 64, and my Mara Jade was of course stuck at 75 because I could not take her at this time beyond 75 until we cleared tier 7. So a couple of things then as we go through. The main thing is you have to get incredibly lucky right at the end with Mara Jade surviving long enough to take away all the stacks of armor shred and get a big hit. So what I like to do here is I will focus on one of the Zephos. On the right hand side, you start off with a basic, you just let the counter attacks do the business. Everybody on your team should easily survive at this point. Use Luke's first special on Mara Jade, targeting one of the Zeffo Tomb Guards. I'm just focusing on the right guy. And then I'm going to use the special from Vandor Chewbacca to heal up and give some bonus protection to Mace. Get the 1 remaining Zeffo Tomb Guard that has got 2 stacks of that armor shred down to 1 stack by hitting him with the basic and then moving over the target to someone else. Now I do something that might seem a little bit peculiar here. I had a thought about, can we just do a little bit less damage? Because the thing is when you deal damage to these guys when they have a special available, like this special 2, every single hit that you do to them when they've got no stacks of shield plating, their attack is going to do 100% more damage. Every single time you hit them, it stacks, right? So normally I would call Mara Jade on that unit, and then that would end up calling Cal Kestis as well. So we'd end up getting additional hits on that Zeffo Tomb Guard on the right, and it was making him do absurd amounts of damage, basically. Absurd amounts of damage, and I didn't like that. That's why we didn't call the assist there with Mace. I just used the first basic. Now we got really lucky here, okay? Because that Zeffo Tomb Guard happened to go second, happened to do that second special against Mara Jade. The one person that could probably tank all of that damage. That's incredibly good RNG. I'm not going to pretend like this is not like god tier RNG, guys. And then Mace is actually able to survive. So we do the AoE, get that nice vulnerable out everywhere, and we try to focus down. You really have to kill one of the Zeffo guards before they get off this blast. Now you need to kill one of them. So fortunately we've done enough damage to him at this point, gotten rid of it, so we're just down to 2. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because you do not want to hit one of these people when they do not have any armor plating before they do this AoE. So we got lucky again here, is that he took all of the turn. We don't increase their damage, so everybody still survives. This is how lucky we are getting right now. I'm just spreading the damage, do the big AoE, gain those offense up buffs, and then you want to... I deliberately focus down on the one with defense down and vulnerable because I know that's going to rocket my score higher. So once again, call in Mara Jade. This is a point of we absolutely need to do everything we possibly can to try and defeat one of these units right now. If we can get him dead before he takes a turn, the chance of us surviving is even better. So it's all just mass assists onto Mara Jade. And then we're down to one last one. Now, unfortunately, we lose Mace here. This is probably the only location where we could have potentially got even better RNG. If that Zeffo Tomb Guard had done that basic on Mara Jade, we would have done a counterattack, done good damage, and had everybody alive. Now, it would have only really been for one more turn, because the Zeffo Tomb Guard is about to do his second special. You can see we're on 97% at this point, and this is where the Zeffo Tomb Guards get ridiculous. Watch the damage that we deal in a second, okay? So we're calling in Mara Jade. She does 4,800. We're at 99%. Cal does a basic for 148. It's like, okay, great. They wipe out our entire team apart from Mara Jade. Now look at that percentage right now. 99%. We counterattack. 1 damage. I do the first special because he's not about to cleanse it. He's just used the beam. So we do the 1 special. 1 damage. And I'm like, at this point, I thought we were just going to be trapped at 99%, not going to be able to finish him off. He does that second special. We get the counterattack. 1 damage. Basic. 1 damage. He does the first special. 1 damage. Once again, I'm like, we're just not going to clear this. However, we got incredibly lucky. We do that 1 basic, and we managed to take a turn right before he takes a turn. And we've got Mara Jade's big special available. He's got no stacks of armor plating. And we're able to just do the big hit, and we do 5,675. And that was enough for us to get there. That is like god tier levels of RNG right there. Fortunately for us, that means tier 8 does get unlocked. The rewards there's me taking a victory snap. The rewards from this, that 100 Mark 4 or Mark 5, whatever the hell it is, was enough for us to go beyond error level 75. Wonderful. Long story short, after just beating that 1 level, we were able to go to 76. The fortunate thing is, when you go into a new tier, all of your attempts get reset. And it's like the first 20, 30, 40% is actually really easy, even when you've gone up a big tier like that. So obviously we're not doing as much damage as we used to do. We are error level 76, so we're actually 4 error level delta below. We're doing a lot less damage. Our lone units are doing garbage damage, but we're taking the exact same approach. We're doing the same attack methodology as we did before. We're going to get them down to 1 stack of armor plating. We're going to call in Mara Jade. I think I actually just go all in for the damage on the one that's not targeted right now. Okay, no, I don't. I guess I changed my mind. Here comes the AoE for the offense up, and we are able to push a little bit higher. Now, I'm going to show you this run just to show like the process of what we do, because it's not really any different. In a second, I will be changing up the team comp to something that was just a little bit more useful, that if you have broken into tier 8, this will probably be useful for you as well, because it allows you to progress further than normal. Okay, so let's keep going over here. We just get the big hit, we target the vulnerable guy, take him out. Looks like my lights have turned off. Apologies, it's gone midnight. I'm recording this late for you all, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, we're at, what, 26% right now? Maybe we break into 30 or 40%. I can't quite remember on this first attempt. But usually that is enough for us to get a couple more levels. I think we've got a nice AoE here, 30 up to 44%. And you can see the Zeffo Tomb Guard on the left looks really peaky. And we could probably take him out, right? What are we at? 48%. Counterattack is probably going to take us beyond 50. So you can see from struggling to clear 52, there we go. From struggling to clear that tier 7, we're able to go up 5 reward brackets into tier 8 immediately, which gives us a good chunk of additional material mats now. Like that lets us go straight up to, I can't remember what error level we actually get to, 82 or something like that in the end. It's really useful. But the strategy does change. So this is the position that I'm in now. We're at error level 83 on Mara Jade, and I've changed the comp. We're using Luke lead, we're using Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Mace, and Kira. Kira is really important here for 2 reasons. 1, there's another AoE there, which is important. And 2, she can actually call an assist, which I also find to be valuable. So we can use that to call Mara Jade to assist to hopefully deal enough damage to take out a Tomb Guard. Generally speaking, the startup is more or less the same. You focus on one guy on the right, you let the counterattacks come in. Nobody should die in the opening salvo of those beams. You nearly lose Kira. Now Luke is going to call in Mara Jade, focus down on 1. We're going to throw the grenade. That's going to get them down to 2. use Cal Kestis to focus down on one of the Zeffo Tomb Guards, the one that has no stacks of armor shed, and then you use the first special, give the offense up, deal some AoE damage. Keep focusing on that one Zeffo Tomb Guard, because you really want to be able to take him out. You need to bring his health low as possible. We lose Mace here, totally okay. Get the AoE repulse with the vulnerable, do the old big hit on that one Zeffo Tomb Guard that you're trying to take out, should take a bonus turn. He's gone, lovely. Take off the armor shield plating, do not hit that second thing. Oh, here we go, we got the call to assist here. So we got lucky there because this Zeffo Tomb Guard had vulnerable and defense down. So I knew that I'm probably going to lose Kira in this round, and I'm probably going to lose maybe Luke and Cal afterwards. So I call the assist to try and get more damage. Luckily Luke survives one hit, so we get some counterattacks from Cal as well. Throw in the AoE over here, we're breaching up to 70% at the moment, which is pretty decent. And we're just throwing in the counterattacks. And now it's just a case of how long can you survive, how many hits can you get in. Our damage is already dropping off. I'm just focusing on one. We managed to kill another one, up to 82%. We are now at that point where we're doing 1 damage, and he's got 3 stacks of armor plating. This is kind of the end of the run at this point. But we did manage to get up to 82%, which is a very respectable number, I think. It's probably more or less going to be the plateau. If I can get up to 90, which is unlikely in this current comp, then I will definitely be able to get even further in error levels and take her beyond 83, because beyond 85. For now, we're just going to be waiting, going to be playing through the rest of the other tiers. Because we have those extra error levels on Mara Jade now, I'm pretty confident that we'll break through into tier 8 on the Dryax, We'll break into tier 8 on the Jotaz and on the who's ever is left, the Crate Dragon. Those extra error levels make a massive difference in our capabilities. But I haven't done my free-to-play account runs, so let's do that together. Alright, so a little sit rep then on the free-to-play alt account. This one obviously doesn't have anywhere near as high levels of investment, doesn't have the same loaned unit error levels. So we are 74 currently on Mara Jade, not quite at that 75% position just yet. I'm going to use the same comp as we were using on the main account. We're going to grab Vandal Chewie, because I feel like Vandal Chewie just is useful in trying to keep Mace alive. That comp may have to change. Based on, because the error levels are lower, they might not survive as much. So we're still going to take the same approach. Basic over here. Try to focus down on one dude. See if we can actually get people to survive. Mace is already looking really peaky. Oh my lord! Yeah, we're in we're in danger. We're in danger. We might be better off using Mara Jade or something at this point. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll grab this, and let's just call him Mara Jade. Okay, we're definitely going to lose Mace at this point. We're probably going to lose quite a few people, truth be told. Dependent on where they actually go with their damage next, I think is going to be the key thing. Okay, so it's going to focus over here now. Mace takes the big hit. Where are they going to go? Okay, Luke, he survives, and we get free counterattack. That's actually pretty sexy. Big hits. Big hits. Can we beat him? Doesn't look like. Does not look like we'll be taking out that Zeffo Tomb Guard, so we're going to lose a lot of people. We've already gone up and beaten our previous score, probably just because Mara Jade has got a little bit of extra loaned unit error levels, or not loaned unit error levels, just standard error levels, since we last played the Zeffo Tomb Guards. We've taken out one. That's probably going to be about our cap, though. Probably going to be about it, I imagine. Let's just see what we can do. We broke through into 60%, which is nice. Oh yeah, that damage is kind of scary. That damage is kind of scary, Mary. Oh, we actually resisted. That's really lucky. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the big hit. Oh, I was really hoping we'd break through into 70. Oh, we might still break into 70. No, not quite. 69. Nice. Right, I might try that and throw in Mara Jade instead of Vandal Chewbacca, because not Mara Jade, Barris. I think maybe the healing might help us survive a little bit more. Don't know. We'll find out now. We'll find out. Just a basic. Get some counterattack action going on. Everybody looking peaky. Ooh, God, that's so scary. That is so scary. Big hits. Let's get the heals going, please, people. Yep, we'll get one hit over there. Call in. Gonna have to do this. Now, I don't want to eat a stun. But but I also don't want to... Yeah, let's just do this, just because the defense down is there. More so than anything else, I'm just like, oh, the defense down, that would be nice to eat. Mace is going to eat this last hit then. Okay, wonderful. Get that going. Let's get a big hit over here. It would be really nice if we could have taken out that guy. I'm not going to tempt fate further there. Yeah, we lost everybody anyway. Okay. I was thinking maybe if we don't hit him an extra time, he's not going to deal 100% more damage on top of it again. And we might be able to survive some additional turns. But turns out no would be the answer there. Okay. Can't see us beating last turn's score right now, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we're going to die now. Okay, so yeah, Mara Jade, Barisofi rather. Maybe potentially not the ideal candidate. Maybe Vandal is still better there. I don't know. I'll give Vandal one more shout. Give him one more shout, and then we'll probably call it a day there. I'm just waiting to claim some additional end boxes to get the currency to take it to 75. Maybe that will help a little bit, but I think realistically we are probably just playing the long game, waiting for us to get more marquee, more error level units up there in order to progress into stage 8. Okay, because, you know, we got Star Killer coming up next week. And that's going to be a big difference maker, obviously. Let's actually just see if we can focus the damage over here. It'd be really great, because that defense down being there, I feel a lot better about life. Did I use the first special at the start? I must have done. That was rather foolish of me, wasn't it? That was rather foolish of me. I'll just do a basic over here, I guess. Oh, the Mace tanking it. Oh, Luke tanking the hit as well. Ooh, that's not good, though. Alright, yeah, this is a terrible run. Terrible run. I must have opened up with the first special. I wasn't really paying attention. Apologies. I wasn't paying attention. Scribe, you need to do better. Why? Okay, cool. Basic, not the second special. You silly little sausage scribble. Silly little scribbly sausage. Alright. Oh my god. It's just so much damage. Protect the mace. At all costs, protect the mace. Now we can do that second special. No defense down really sucks. Yep, that was always going to happen. It's a shame it didn't hit on mace, but there we go. What can we do? I probably should have just spread this damage, truth be told. That hit from Luke only really served to increase their damage output. It would have been great if I had the AoE available there to hit all of them with the vulnerable. That would have been tasty. Okay. Good, 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 good. Yeah, the damage drops off quite heavily, really. As your score climbs, you basically deal less damage and they deal more damage. It's a fun mechanic, right? 48%. This is nowhere near as good. I'll let it play out, and then we'll probably call it from there. It's been fun. It's been nice to actually break out a tier 7. Tier 7 has just been holding me back now for like a week and a half or something. It's been very frustrating, but I'm happy to finally have broken out, at least on the main account. So we should be able to see a little bit more progress now going into the other bosses on other days. So happy days there. Will you defeat me already? I'm tired. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know what your progress is looking like right now. Tell me, what are your error levels? That's going to be an important thing. If you're coming in with a score and you'll be like, oh, I use this team, I use that comp, you need to make sure you tell me your lone unit error levels and your levels on Mara Jade. And stars really do help, because it's like, yeah, you just use this comp. You're like, what's your error levels? Oh, it's 92, and I've got error level 69 on all my lone units. I'm like, okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out. May the force be with you, baby.